Hi, so today we're going to go through powers, roots and Bidmas. What does Bidmas stand for? It stands for brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. This is the order of operations that comes first. So brackets will come first and subtraction will always ultimately come last. Now this says work out 4 times 3 plus 2. Now what comes first? Multiplication or addition. The M comes before the A, so we have to multiply first. So I'm going to pull out the 4 multiplied by 3, which gives me 12. Then I'm going to add the 2, so I'm going to do 12 plus 2, which gives me 14. So my answer for this question is 14. Now work out 20 minus 12 divided by 4. What comes first, division or subtraction? Division. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 4, which is equal to 3. Then I'm going to do 20 subtract 3 and I should get 17. So my answer for this is 17. Now work out this equation here. What comes first? Brackets. Okay, so I'm going to work out each individual bracket. 18 divided by 3 is 6 and 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then I add these two numbers together. 6 and 4 give me 10, so my answer is 10. Now this says 3 plus 5 squared. Now what comes first? Brackets. So we have to work out what's inside the brackets first. 3 plus 5 gives me 8, and now I look at the indices because indices comes after brackets. Squared means it's multiplying by itself twice, so this will become 8 multiplied by 8, which is equal to 64. So my answer for this question is 64. Okay, work out 3 times 3 minus 5. Now first comes the multiplication. 3 times 3 gives me 9. Then I'll subtract the 5 and I get 4. Now first comes brackets. So I'm going to do 12 take away 2, which gives me 10. Then I'll do 20 divided by 10, which is equal to 2. So my answer for this question is 2. Now what comes first? Division. So I'm going to do 8 divided by 4, which gives me 2. Then I'm going to do 7, add the 2, and I get 9. So my answer for this question is 9. Beth says that 20 minus 5 times 3 is 45. Pat says 20 minus 5 times 3 is 5. Whose answer is correct? Give a reason. Okay, so if I did 20 minus 5 times 3, I have to work out the multiplication first. 5 times 3 gives me 15. Then if I do 20 take away 15, I get 5. Who said 5? Pat said 5. So I'm going to say Pat is correct. Give a reason for your answer. Because multiplication comes before subtraction. So Pat is correct, and I'm going to say multiplication comes first. Multiplication before subtraction. Okay, now this says work out 12 plus 9 divided by 3. So what comes first? What comes first is your brackets. So I'm going to do 12 plus 9, which is equal to 21. Then I'm going to divide it by 3, which is equal to 7. So my answer is equal to 7. Now this says work out the square of 6. So what does the square of 6 mean? Okay, this means that I need to do 6 to the power 2, which means I need to multiply 6 by itself twice. 6 times 6 will give me 36, so the square of 6 is equal to 36. Okay, now I need to work out 2 to the power 4. This little indice means how many times is it multiplying by itself. It means the 2 is multiplying by itself 4 times. So 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 will give me 4. 4 times 2 will give me 8. And 8 times 2 will give me 16. So 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. Okay, my next question says work out the value of minus 10 divided by 5. So for example, if we ignore the minus for a second and we do 10 divided by 5, I know that my value will be equal to 2. But because the 10 has a minus in front of it, my answer will be equal to minus 2. Now what if I had minus 3 times by minus 4? If I had minus 3 times by minus 4, if there are two minuses and they are being multiplied by each other, they cancel out. Okay, and I'll be left with a positive answer. 3 times by 4 is 12, so my answer will just be a positive 12. Okay? Now this says work out 2 times 11 plus 9. Now 11 plus 9 is in my bracket, so I'm going to work that out first, and it gives me 20. Then I'll do 2 multiplied by 20, which is equal to 40. So my answer for this question will be 40. This says work out 3 times 5 plus 4. 3 times 5 will come first because it's multiplication, and it will give me 15. Then I add the 4 and it will give me 19. Work out 20 minus 5 times 3. We literally did this question here. 5 times 3 comes first because it's multiplication. It gives me 15. I do 20 subtract 15 and I get my answer to be 5. Now this says work out the value of 4 plus 5 times 2 plus 3. So first comes the addition inside the brackets, and that gives me a 9. So now I've got 9 times 2 plus 3. Now the multiplication comes first, so 9 times 2 gives me 18. Then I add the 3 to give myself a 21. Lastly, it says add brackets to make each statement correct. You may use more than one brackets to make the statement correct. Okay, so this is 4 plus 5 times 2 plus 3 gives me 19. If I work that out, I'm going to use a little bit of trial and error in my head. If I put 4 plus 5 into my brackets, that would give me 9. If I did 9 times 2, that would give me 18. 18 plus 3 will not give me 19. So how about if I put the 5 times 2 in brackets, that will give me 10. So 4 plus 10 plus 3 will give me 17. That's still too small. What if I put the 2 plus 3 in brackets? That would give me 5. If I did 5 times 5 would give me 25, and then I added the 4, that would give me 29. So I'm going to put these two in brackets, because now I've got 4 plus 5 times the 2 plus 3, which is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 plus 25 is equal to 29. So that's why this statement is correct if I put the brackets here. Now I have 4 plus 5 times 2 plus 3 equals to 45. How am I going to work this out? What times what gives me 45? My factors of 45 I know are 9 and 5. How can I get 9 and 5? 4 plus 5 gives me 9, and 2 plus 3 gives me 5. So I'm going to put these two in brackets, because if they multiply by each other, they will give me 45. Okay, work out the value of 2 plus 3 times 4 plus 5. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3 since this is in my brackets, and it will give me 5. Then I'll do my 5 multiplied by 4, which will give me 20. Then I add my 5 on, and my answer should be 25. Now this next question says add brackets to make your statements correct. So it's a bit of a trial and error for this question. We're working it out. It says 2 plus 3 times 4 plus 5 is equal to 29. We literally just did this question, and our brackets were going to be here. 2 plus 3 times 4 plus 5 is equal to 45. 4 plus 5 gives me 9, and 2 plus 3 gives me 5. So if I multiply them together, I would have gotten 45. Now this says work out 2 times 3 plus 4. Now multiplication comes first. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 add 4 gives me 10. 3 plus 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus the 3 gives me 13. And this says 16 divided by 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is in brackets, so it comes first. It gives me 8. I do 16 divided by 8, and I get 2. So my answer for this question is 2. My next question says minus 8 times by minus 3 divided by minus 6. Now a minus times by a minus, it will cancel out, and 8 times 3 will give me 24. Now I have 24 divided by minus 6. So 24 divided by 6 will give me 4, but because there's one minus, my answer will be a minus 4. Work out 33 multiplied by 10, take away 6 multiplied by 5. So first I'm going to do 33 multiplied by 10, which gives me 330. And I will do 6 multiplied by 5, which gives me 330. And I minus them both, and my answer is 300. Now it says work out 6 plus 2 times by 5 minus 1. So first I do my brackets. 5 minus 1 gives me 4. Then I've got 6 plus 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 comes first because it's multiplication. And it gives me 8. So now I'm left with 6 plus 8, which simplifies to give me 14. Okay, Frankie says that 15 take away 3 times 2 is equal to 24. Frankie is wrong. Explain why. Because the multiplication comes first. 3 times 2 gives me 6. If I did 15 take away 6, my answer would be 9. She is wrong because she did her subtraction first. So you need to say multiplication comes before subtraction. So multiplication before subtraction. Subtraction. If I did 15 take away 6, it will not be equal to 24. 15 minus 6 will be equal to 9. Okay. Let's move on. Work out 4 multiplied by 5 minus 8. 4 multiplied by 5 comes first. That gives me 20. 20 take away 8 is equal to 12. 18 plus 2 times 3. Now I do the 2 times 3 first, which gives me a 6. I do 18 plus 6, which gives me 24. Here I do the multiplication first. 3 times 5 gives me 15. I do 7 plus 15, which is equal to 22. Okay, next question. So I've got 13 subtract 3 times minus 3 times 4 plus 2. So what comes first? The 3 times 4, which gives me 12. Then I add. So I've got 12 plus 2, which gives me 14. Then I have to do 13 take away 14, which is equal to minus 1. Now here I have 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7. Then I do 7 multiplied by 7, which gives me 49. I have 20 subtracted by these brackets, which I work out first. 4 plus 10 is 14. 20 take away 14 is equal to 6. Okay, now write down the value of the square root of 81. What number multiplies by itself twice to give me 81? I know it's 9 times 9, so the square root of 81 is 9. Work out the value of 5 squared plus 2 cubed. So 5 squared means it's 5 times 5. 2 cubed means it's multiplied by itself 3 times, so it's 2 times 2 times 2. And I'm adding these two together. 5 times 5 gives me 25. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to do 25 added to my 8 and I get 33. So my answer is 33. Work out the value of 9 plus 2 times by 6, take away 3. So I do 9 plus 2 first, which gives me 11. 11 multiplied by 6, which gives me 66. And then I do my subtraction. 66 take away 3 is equal to 63.